So in this training video, there's nothing really different in terms of preparing the headlight to use the Polymer vapor application. Generally, if the headlights is really oxidized, you're going to go ahead and do the normal procedure of the headlight restoration, removing perhaps the clear coat, then removing the oxidation. And then once you get down to 3,000 grits, you're preparing the headlight as if you're about to polish it and put on auto ceramic, because after you put the alcohol in preparation after the 3,000 grit application, the headlight will just kind of have a foggy haze to it. And at this point, you're not going to apply polish, you're not going to apply auto ceramic. You're going to just apply the Polymer vapor to the headlights. Okay, so that's really the step that you're going for after you finish the normal process of headlight restoration, and then you finish it off with a 3,000 grit. And once you do that, you may wipe it off with alcohol to just get rid of any residual oxidation that may be on the headlight, and it'll fog back over, and that is where you'll be ready to apply the Polymer vapor to the headlight. All right, so before we go any further into the vapor application to the headlight, it's very important that you should know some things about the Polymer vapor, how to handle this chemical when you're refilling your containers. And so, the proper gear that you should be wearing when handling this stuff, because the Polymer vapor will get on your hands if you don't have on your gloves. The vapor will actually get into your lungs if you're not wearing the proper protective equipment. For the outside, you want to wear your mask. It shows a flimsy mask that comes with the product, but my advice is to wear an N95 mask when you're applying it outside, and when you're inside the garage. Pretty important that maybe you just crack the garage or crack the window in the garage, but you want to wear a respirator, okay? Because the fumes will become noticeable on the inside of the garage, but it'll clear out quickly once you can crack up the garage door or the window. But when you're in proximity of working with it inside the garage, you want to wear the respirator, okay? So this will be kind of detailed. Might be a little boring, but it's very important for your safety when you're handling the Polymer vapor chemical, okay? So check that out, and then we'll pick up at the end of this the actual application of it to the headlight. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I just want you guys to know that, I'm not too proud to learn, to keep learning. I never want to say I'm a know-it-all, but here's just a little bit more information on, just a safety tip in handling the Polymer chemical. I really actually had on the wrong type of latex glove. Now, it may have given me some protection, but when you read the information on these glove boxes, it's very important to pay attention to if the gloves is good for wearing for handling chemical solvents. Now, the gloves I was wearing is basically just 5 mil, which is basically 5/1000ths of an inch. The gloves that I should have been wearing is 7 mil, which is heavy duty gloves, which is 7/1000 of an inch. So what are the use information going to tell you about the 5 mil gloves? Well, it's only going to tell you that it's only used for, light duty cleaning, general maintenance, and painting. So it doesn't tell you anything about using it for, chemical solvents. So that really wasn't the size glove I should have been using. However, the one I should have been using, the 7 mil, which is a 7/1000 of an inch latex glove, is the one that I should have been wearing. Okay, that's the box on the bottom with the dark blue latex glove there hanging out. Now, the gloves don't have to be dark blue to be 7 millimeter or 7/1000 of an inch. They can come in other colors too, so I just want to make sure I get that across. Okay, so look at the information for you. See, it says provides protective barrier against dirt, grime, oil, chemical, and solvents. You see, that's the size I should have had, the 7,000 of an inch latex glove. So the beauty of the 7,000th of an inch latex glove, it really is more durable. It doesn't rip as easily, whereas the 5,000 of an inch glove rips fairly easy. You can see with the two comparison photos, the one scissor, it stretched the material but didn't penetrate. The other glove went straight through. So when handling the Polymer chemical, make sure that you have the right protective thickness latex glove on. And so look for the 7 millimeter, which is the 7,000 of an inch latex glove. Alright, so now I'm hands free. And if it sounds like I'm mumbling, or I feel like I'm muffled, I got my my mask on. Now I'm outside, so I basically have. Let me look. Let me take. Have you guys see me? Okay, I got this mask on. All right, so it's not my respirator. Okay, put that back. Okay, get my other glove on. Alright, so like I said in my other video, when you pour in this stuff, sometimes it tends to want to run down the can. So I'm going to leave this Ziploc on here. Unscrew it. Wow, that cap was loose. That cap was already loose. And just as I thought, there'd be another bigger plug inside. So when you take these plugs out, put it back when you're done. Pull it out. And don't just yank it out because you'll splatter stuff everywhere. Put it down here. Let me get my finger under that ring. Alrighty. So we got us a little something just to pry the plug up. Put my glove back on top of my latex. And catch under this plug. I have to work my way around it. Okay, it's coming up now. I grab the ring. Okay, so now we got it. Got that in there. And like I said, we got the Ziploc still on there. Pour it down just a little. Now we'll pour it in a funnel. I'll turn on the side here so you guys see this. Pick up the funnel, see how full we are. It's getting there. Ooh, wow, that was to the brim. So, yeah, that was really to the brim there. So, see, that's why I say you really got to wear your gloves, because there's a high probability you'll get this stuff on you. So I can pull a little bit back. Kind of hang it over the Ziploc. Okay. Okay, here it is. See how that's dripping? See, that'll get on you. Brought some towels with me here. Alright, let's put our plug in. Put the plug back on. Okay, make sure that's on good and snug. Put your cap back on. Screw that down good and tight. Take our rag. Okay.
Now that's nice and secure, no leaks. And we'll slip it back in the Ziploc here. Okay. Ready to seal it. Okay, that's it. We'll stop there. Okay. Put our plug back on. Okay, get the plug on. Put the cap back on. Nice and tight. And there's some in that Ziploc that went down in there. But this will be sitting outside here. Make sure that if you have children, make sure that you lock this. If you have a metal tool cabinet, you lock it away. In my case, I don't have children at the house, so just me and my wife, so I just let her know don't touch it, right? So as an adult, she knows not to do that. Push this on. Okay. So you want to try not to overfill it, you know, like I did that first one. I had to pull some back. Plugs back in, cap back on. Back in the Ziploc bag. Okay, and so now I'm ready for the next job to go in service.
And so what I found out was that it actually leaked. Although I put the plug back in, but it actually leaked. The stuff's still in there. But that's why it's important for you to wear gloves too, because this stuff is hideous. It will get, I mean, it even came through the Ziploc, to tell you the truth. But look at that. This stuff is hideous and it will get on you. So you must wear your gloves, and you're gonna wear a mask. Now the mask of my choice is the N95 mask. This is the mask of my choice outside. On the inside, in the garage, you're gonna wear a respirator. Outdoors, you wear an N95 mask. It's up to you. But when you get this stuff, it's gonna come with this type of mask, which you wear outside. But it's up to you. You can wear this. But to me, it's a little flimsy. So the N95 mask is really the best to me. So, but still, you know, it's up to you guys if you want to wear this outside. Okay? Alrighty. Let's get started. Yeah, so like I said, yeah, this stuff, I put it in the Ziploc, I put the plug on, it still leaked. It's amazing. You may have to keep these things in the upright position when you're done, you know, refilling them. You know, just keep them in the upright position. Alrighty, so let's get started with this headlight right here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do 2000 grit on this. Get it sprayed with water. Move this out a little bit. And hit it with the 2000. Okay, you guys know the technique. You're going horizontal first. Vertical. Horizontal. Get my horizontal and verticals mixed up. Then you go ahead and go vertical. Alrighty, so now we're going to go into the 3000. Alright, so the one thing you want to do before you do apply your 3000 grit, get some alcohol. Oops.
Spray it on your towel. You thought I was going to spray it on the headlight, did you? Okay, then you're going to wipe it. So you don't get any residual of any oxidation that's on the headlight. That you want to try to protect your 3000 grit, because the 3000 grit you can use on 5 cars, but you don't want to get it mucked up with a bunch of oxidation, when you apply it. So you want to make sure you clean it off after you apply the 2000 grit, and make sure that you don't get as much oxidation grit in the 3000. It just helps it last longer. All right, so now we're going to go with the 3000 grit. Let's take this 2000 off. Put our 3000 grit on. And then after this, we're going to try to apply the Polymer vapor to it. All right, I think we're good to go. Okay, so before applying the Polymer vapor, I'm going to clean the surface again with alcohol, a little bit of alcohol. And I'm just going to let it dry. Okay, so go ahead and connect up my boiler canister. So as you can see here. Now, I'm going to pour this stuff in here. I got an extension cord for this, and it's on my tools page. You guys really need to get one, because you'll find that the cord that comes with this is only going to be long enough to reach your own headlights. If you try to use it to extend to a customer's vehicle, you're going to be short. So make sure you get an extension of this power cord for the boiler canister. All right, so I think if anything, this video really helped me to see how windy you can apply Polymer vapor, okay? So this is going to be kind of a test too, because it is kind of windy right now. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if the Polymer vapor will apply. Looks like we're getting results. Now I am combating against the wind as well. Now I may have to make sure I got enough Polymer, chemical in the can. But I gotta bring the camera down so you guys see this. So you can see where it applied, and you can really see how you can see in there. See, that's really good. So it's interesting, you have to kind of shake the can side to side just to get it going. Uh-oh. I got a spill going, so we're gonna have to touch up on that later.
Now, as you probably saw in the video, a drip occurred from the condensation of the Polymer vapor. So trying to angle that flex stem down on top of the headlight, because their headlight curved right into the top, almost like a flat table. So when you're building that flex hose over, it's gonna create a condensation, and then the polymer vapor is gonna drip. So now I'm gonna let you guys see a video, which is kind of a fix to the situation, to make an anti-drip application to the tip of the flex hose, so that you don't have to deal with that dilemma. Okay, so we're going to test our anti-drip method on the tip of this. So I taped some paper towel at the end of this with masking tape, and just have it inside of the paper towel just so much, because we still want the plume of the vapor to come out. But as it condensates, the paper towel will absorb any of the vapor that condensates and try to drip onto the headlight. So I'm gonna test this out and see if we can get it going, and it'll get condensated, but then we'll see if it'll maintain the absorption so that nothing drips. Okay, so I got to pour the stuff in there and we'll get started. Alright, so we got our polymer in there. Okay, it's not a lot, but it'll be enough to do the test. So let's plug our canister up here. And so we're going to plug our power cord here. Okay, put it in there. Okay, all plugged in. So once you plug it in, it'll start heating up. We'll put our top on. Okay, so it'll be about 5 minutes before the boiler can gets going. I'm going to hold it over this towel here, because if it drips, we'll probably see some blue coloration. Now, like I mentioned before, this top does tend to come off. So you might want to jimmy rig a piece of tape to go across this and onto the side to be able to hold it on there. Otherwise, you'll have to hold onto the can with one hand with your thumb on top or your finger on top to keep it on, and then you have to work the flex hose with your other hand. Alright, so still waiting for it to warm up. Alright, it's going now. So let's flex it over and see what we get. So this kind of simulates aiming it down on top of the flat part of the headlight. Really going aiming down. I suggested. Okay, so as you can see, I taped it down because this cap will come up. Pressure builds up and it pushes the cap up. So now, see, I don't know if you guys see that. It's amazing. But we bend it down because we're simulating the poly vapor going down onto the headlight surface that's flat like a table. Okay, so if I'm talking funny, I got my respirator on because I'm up too close to this. So there's no blue drip on the napkin. So this is obviously a success. Okay. Go ahead and turn it off. Okay, so that was pretty rough. There is no blue drip onto the napkin there. So it didn't drip at all. And just kind of looking at the tip here, it's kind of a faint blue in the tip, real faint blue, And that's where it was trying to drip, but the paper towel absorbed it. So that's how you're going to keep it from dripping onto the headlight. And like I said, you have to put some tape on this because that cap will want to pop off. Okay, so that's my little test I did on my patio here because I want to make sure that this method actually worked to prevent the polymer from condensating and dripping onto the headlight. Okay, so that basically completes the information on that. What you need to know about the drip situations that occur. You know, not all headlights are the same, so you'll get some headlights that'll curve right up to the top of the engine hood, and you'll have like a flat table situation. And when you're folding that flex tube over with that polymer vapor, condensation will occur and it'll drip on the headlight. So I hope this video really helped you guys to remedy that with the fix that I've shown, and also getting some of the safety tips as well, and how you handle this chemical. And so my opinion, you know, I would wear the respirator. Okay, I know I mentioned about wearing a mask outside and wearing a respirator inside the garage. For me, and that's just me, I will wear the respirator all the time. Okay, so try to keep arm's length when you're using the polymer vapor. You know, don't put your face right up to it. You know, when you're looking for spots that you probably missed. You don't want to try to be as thorough as you can, but you know, if you're gonna be trying to get up real close to look at it, you definitely want to have a respirator on, and probably even, you know, goggles. You know, if you're gonna put your face up that close to it, because you don't want the stuff to get in your eye either, right? You can't see it, you know. But anyway, just being safe with this. But you'll have amazing results, you know, when done right, as you see the video here. Okay, so if you just need this video to download to add to the knowledge that you've gotten from my training videos of doing the mobile headlight restoration business, this video will be available. Okay, I won't keep it on YouTube long. This is just to let you guys see that, you know, I am detailed about this, and you can benefit from the knowledge of this. So you'll see, guys, I mean, on YouTube, they'll show you how to apply it, you know, but you won't really learn any safety tips with it. And you won't learn about the scenarios of running into different headlight shapes. Okay, so, but if you haven't also gotten the training of the regular headlight restoration, you know, with the wet, dry, sanding disc, going through the various grit size to restore the headlight, and also being able to promote yourself so that you can get clients, all that is in the headlight restoration training download videos that you can have access to. Okay. All right, so check it out, and that'll be on my website. So I hope you guys got some great insight on this that'll help you out, so that you don't run into a scenario and get stuck. Okay, so this is Neil, and I'm just keeping it real, and I will catch you guys in another video. Take care. Okay, so look at that. Oh my goodness, wow. That is awesome. Oh my goodness, man, that's awesome. Oh, wow. Okay.